at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Washington football team.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Takes this about 5 yards deep. On first down, McDonald. This one complete to Scott Miller. The 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
His kick is good.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was out.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Washington, nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brian Burns able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. This is Chenault on the receiving end. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for only a couple. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
A gain of a yard.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing. Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0.
Washington.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Breida. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go. It's Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, that's complete right around the 8. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And that is incomplete.
McDonald.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. Now, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 26, Washington nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Finding Harris over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
At the 26-yard line.
Tannehill on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Again, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, say hyperbolic.
I did. Thank you. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
On the pickup.
They run with Breida. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. Connection made with Chenault. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 30-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. This is Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the handoff, this is Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
On second and 12, Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And they'll get this down to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The 4-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Hassan Reddick Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
Play action. It's McDonald. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Back now at FedEx Field. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. To throw on second down. McDonald, he'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
And the Raven first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Raymond on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there for the keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Baltimore.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Simmons on the tackle.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Gets around him. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. The catch made by Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. From the gun, McDonald. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and you look back